Hey, Tiger Rock families, it's Friday, so the weekend. Normally I would say go out and have a beautiful weekend, but you have kind of only so many places you can go, but that's okay because it's still got great weather. It's cooled down, it's Friday, so we got our lesson here. Very cool stuff. We're going to work on some basics, and there's a couple things you might want to use at home if you have it. Let me show you what those are really quick. So if you have something you can balance on, now most likely you don't have a balance beam, but if you have a couple big books, like hardback books, that'll work for you, and I'll tell you what you can do with those in a minute. And then a nice stick, a broom will work. That way, this is for your parents, so if you're not working hard in this video, your parents can take it and straighten you out. Not really, but we'll tell you what we're going to do with this. And then you need something heavy. So we got a slam ball, but if you have like a big heavy thing of detergent, maybe a gallon of milk or something, a gallon weighs 8 pounds, that'll work well for you too, for part of the video. So you'll need that also. So we'll tell you what we're going to do with that in a minute. All right, so we're going to get started, get you warmed up here. So first thing is we're going to work up something different, do some squats. So you got your legs out wide, you're just squatting up and down, nice and low, stretching out those hips there. We'll do that for about 20 seconds, keep it going. We got Miss Petticord over here. She was a little tired when she got here. We're going to wake her up, but I feel her pain, so the pollen and all that wonderful stuff blowing around. So hang in there. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add punches to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to squat, you come up, throw a punch. Squat, come up, throw a punch. Squat, throw a punch. All right, and go. Up and down, throwing those punches there.
Yeah.
We're going to work on her rhythm a little bit as we go. Maybe we need some music going on there and give her a beat. We'll get Mr. Watkins out here to be a beatbox. Maybe that'll help her get some rhythm there. Good. All right, and stop right there. Then 20 punches as fast as you can. Go. Fast, 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 fast. Knock them out there. Cool. Push them out there. Good. All right, did I say 20 is 1, right? So every time you do 20, that's 1. 20, that's 2. 20, so technically you're doing 400 punches. Just kidding. All right, moving on. All right, so what we want to do is, with our pole, is we want to work on your retractions, okay? So that's going to be our main goal. So let's get stretched out really fast and we'll knock out into that. So you got your feet apart, hands up, other hands guard. Remember toes coming straight up. Remember flex your foot so that leg stays straight. And we'll do about 5 of those on the right side there. So picking that leg up and back. Try to go a little higher as you get closer to 5. I'm not going to count for you on these. Just go on your own there. Looking good. All right, switching up the other side. Just coming up and back. And we'll do 5 that side, and then we'll move on. All right, super. So off to the right side, hands in guard. Remember, looking at your hand, because that's where you're kicking. So I'm looking this direction the whole time while I'm stretching. Up and back. Keep it going there. 5 on that side. Yeah, go on the other side there. All right, super. And then we'll go and drop down and finish stretching our hips out. Nice and wide. And just rolling your feet back and forth. And coming back. Sitting up there for a second. Good. And then the last one we're going to do is you're going to take your right foot, point it that corner a little bit. You're going to be on your left heel, and you're just going to squat down to one side, hold that, and then you go back to the other side. You can use your hands if you want, and just get nice and low. Should feel it right in the hamstring, inner thigh, and then back the other way. And back up. All right, super, warmed up. Now, being that this is the advanced class, we're going to work fast so we can knock out several of our kicks and work on your retraction. So You want to stay with us, and I will tell you if you don't have a stick or anything to kick over, I'll give you some other options to think about, so that way you'll be able to keep that going. So starting off, we turn sideways on your front kick, hands in guard position, knee comes up, you're out, back, and down. So it's important that we retract the same way. Why do we retract? Because it helps with your balance, helps set up multiple kicks, and it also works the other muscles in your legs so you're more balanced. You know, you don't want the front of your leg strong and the back weak. You start having problems, makes you slow. So that's where we come in with our stick, broom handle. Now, if you don't have any of these, you can take a chair and kick over the top of the, not the top of the chair, but the seat of the chair. And then when you retract back, you don't touch the chair. Or you could use the couch. You kick over the couch cushion and pull back, making sure you don't touch the cushion. So any obstacle will work, okay? So Miss Petticord's gonna do it with you. We're gonna challenge her. Was that too high? All right, so you don't need it real high, okay? So ideally, if that's waist level, maybe just a little bit lower. And we'll start with your left leg on the count. I didn't count yet. Hold on, your horse is there. All right, here we go. And front kick. Ready? 1 and 2. Now, if you're going slower or you're changing your kick, then you're making accommodations because you're worried about hitting it. It doesn't matter if you hit it. The point is you should be able to kick fast, pull back, and not worry about hitting the obstacle, because that means you have the proper traction. If you slow down your kick and you change it up, then it's not helping you out. So you just got to live on the edge and do it. Okay? All right, here we go. 4. There you go. 5. Good. Extend that leg out. Point the toes there. 6. Oh, good. All right, other side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Good. All right, we're going to change to the side kick in just a minute. Now, this is what I want you to think about, because martial arts is not just about kicking and punching, but it's about changing the way you think. Is what you need to do is, if you hit your obstacle, you know, she hits the stick instead of saying, ugh, and you're mad at yourself or you're embarrassed, instead you should be excited. And you're probably saying, why would I be excited by not doing it right? Because that tells you there's something that you can improve on to get better. You know, and why do people stop and quit? Why do they get bored? Well, the reason they get bored is because they don't feel they're improving, they don't feel like they're growing and getting better, and so the excitement's gone. So if you're hitting this and you're like, oh man, that is so cool, I hit this thing almost every time because I need to improve on something, that should fire you up and get you excited to learn more. All right, so the number 1 side kick, okay? Here's a view if you're kicking with your right leg. Remember, knee comes up, it rotates over. You kick over, pull back, and sit down. Obviously, you keep your hands up, looking where you're kicking while you're doing it, okay? All right, here we go. So you guys got your, you can use whichever leg you want, doesn't matter. She's gonna use her left leg. Again, doesn't need, you're probably gonna lower your obstacle on this one a little bit. All right, 1. And make sure you rotate that foot all the way. 2, 3. All right, when you retract, you have to retract the same way you kicked. Watch my base foot, okay? When I pick my leg up and kick, it's pivoted. It stays pivoted. When I put it down, that's when it rotates back. So if it's up in the air, that foot should be rotated. If you pull it back when you go to pick your leg in, it sticks your hips out and you're gonna lose your balance. It's gonna be harder. So keep your foot pivoted. How do you do that? Your knees bent and you use your muscles. Don't let it straighten out. Here we go. 4, 5. All right, now let's make sure we're kicking right while we're doing these side kicks, because they're harder than front kicks. So you're gonna do a double side kick over the obstacle and then put it back down. So if you can do a double side kick, you know you're retracting your leg properly. So here we go. 1, 1, 2. Aha. There we go. 2. 1, 2. Good. Go again. 1, 2. All right. Now, I can't see all of you guys, but since we got Miss Petticord volunteering here, we get to pick, make her better. All right. So So watch her second side kick if you can see it. Tell me if it looks like a side kick or kind of like a round kick. All right, now that time she fixed it because we were all watching her. But that's normal, okay? It's normal that you're going to start changing things because you're more worried about hitting your obstacle than you are about your quality kick. That's where it comes to changing the way you think. You got to change what's up here to change how you kick. And that's what makes you grow and get better. So that's an okay thing. Just be aware of it and fix it. Okay? All right, a couple more on this side. Good. One more. Excellent, super. So she'll shift over on this side so she can do her other leg, and you guys can watch, and you guys got your other leg going. And again, height isn't so important. Now, don't stick anything down here where you're just like, but you don't need to push yourself where you're leaning over and that type of thing. Here we go. 1. All right, make sure it's a side kick, not a round kick. 2. And 3. 4. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question real quick, and we'll give you the answer, but hopefully you're thinking about it. We'll see if Miss Petticord knows the answer. I bet she does, even if she doesn't say it. When I do my kick, where does my strength come from, and how do I get my leg to go over that obstacle and back?
Am I supposed to say it?
If you know it.
Your foot.
Okay, which one? Does it come from your kicking leg or your base leg?
The base leg.
Exactly. Yeah, give me some. Can't touch it, but very good. All right, so watch my leg here. When I kick, it straightens and bends. Straightens and bends. That's what does all the work. So if you want your leg to get over that obstacle properly, it comes from your base leg, okay? Watch her for a couple kicks and watch that leg, okay? Don't watch her kicking leg, okay? Doesn't matter what that one's doing. Watch the one she's standing on. Okay, see, it's straight and bending. That's what gives you control and power and movement. Now, this time, she's going to keep that back leg straight and just pick that leg up and kick. Let's see what happens. That was pretty ugly, wasn't it? She didn't even pivot. She didn't have any power or speed. Now she's going to do it again, use her base leg, and go a lot faster. Okay, so if you're not using the leg you're standing on, you're not getting the result you want, and you're working too hard. Here we go, come on. Good. Good, 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 good. All right, one more at home there for good measure. All right, excellent job. Good, so we got our side kicks. Now, you can use this for round kicks too, so there's really not anything you can't use this drill for. Round kicks, hook kicks, that type of thing. Twist kicks, possibility, a little challenging. Okay, so we're going to do a couple round kicks. We're not going to spend a lot on those because those tend to be easier, but she's going to use her same right leg, and now when you round kick, you just round kick over it and back. I'll go and do double swords. There you go. Good, so that's kind of how round kicks work. But not going to spend time on that one because we're going to move on to bigger and better things. But it kind of gives you an idea. Give yourself 2 claps. All right, come back on this side there for me. All right, conditioning drills, so some of my favorites. All right, this is going to be a fun one. You guys are going to like this one. All right, go ahead and get down low with me. While you're down here, you're going to kick. You got to stay as low as you can and kick. Now lean forward, because if you lean backwards, you're going to fall backwards. All right, so you ready? 20 seconds. Your kick obviously isn't going to be very high, but it's going to work your thighs. And no hands on the floor. Go. There you go. Good. The less you can stand up, the better. Keep going. It's a little challenging while we have grip on our shoes, but it's all good. There you go. Keep going there. So ducks can kick, right? Good, about 5 more seconds. Feel any burn in your legs yet?
Yeah.
Just a little. All right, and stop. All right, last one. Get back down low there. All right, and you're just going in and out. Oh, yes, these. For 20 seconds, okay? Keep that bottom down. You're on your heels there, back straight. In, out, in, out. Try not to have your head pop up and down there. 20 seconds of those. Ready? And go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, stay low, 14, keep your head low, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. 2 claps. All right, shake your legs out there. All right, moving on. So, balance beam. Now, if you have a balance beam at home, I'm impressed. Okay? But you can use anything. If you got a couple big like textbooks or big hardback books, those will work fine, and then you don't have to get real high. All right? This thing is, I think it's maybe 6 inches high. It's not real high. So if you got some big thick book at home that's got a hardcover, then you're good. Okay? Now, while you're scouring around finding a book for a minute, let me tell you what our goal is. Remember we said part of learning and improving is you got to change your mind. So if I stand on the floor and I got my foot pivoted and I do a front kick, okay, fairly easy to balance. Now if I stand on the balance beam and my foot is turned the same way and I kick, should it really be any different? Because my foot's the same way. I'm not standing on the whole entire floor. I'm only standing on what my foot is on. So if I'm on the balance beam, isn't it the same thing? Of course it is. But what happens is, in your brain, you know you're elevated and things look different and everything changes, and so your mind is kind of made up different ideas, which now suddenly you have to balance and do different things, which really, it shouldn't matter. Okay? One of the reasons why you don't look down. So, when you get up on your obstacle, okay, we're going to do our front kicks. Okay, turn your book or whatever you're standing on so your foot's sideways. And then you're going to get up on it in just a second, and then what you're going to do is work on your kicks. Just like that. Keep your hands, everything in. All right, so hop on there, Miss Petticord. So you guys do your right leg, she's going to do her left leg. And then just kick in and put your leg down. Kick in, put your leg down, hands are up. I'm not going to count for you, just going to kind of watch you and let you go through it, and I'll make some points based on what she's doing. And go. So you're kicking and back. There you go. Looking good. Oh, almost lost you there. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Yeah, go and change legs. Other leg this time. All right, now remember, the bend in your base leg, not only does it give you power, but it also balances you. When it's bent, your muscles will be able to constantly move and keep you balanced. If you let that leg lock out completely, then you're falling off the cliff. All right, go ahead, this side. Looking good. All right, challenge time. Go and change back to the other leg again. All right, what you want to do is you're going to stand on one leg, and then you're going to keep that front kick going and see how many front kicks you can do before you put your foot down. All right, you get 3 chances to see how many kicks you can get, and then you'll change legs and do the other side. All right, your goal is to beat Miss Petticord. So see if you can do more than her, and then you got to make sure you write in to like our Facebook page or something so we can find out how many you got. All right, let's see how many you can get. Pressure's on you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Once you stop kicking, your number stops. You can't like wobble, 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 and then start again. That doesn't count. It's got to be consistent. 4, 5, 6. All right. One more time for this leg, and then she's got to switch. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She's on a roll. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh my goodness. Man, she killed it. All right, change legs, other side. How's that? 7 to 18. Whew. All right, let's see what you got on the other side. 9?
10.
10. Yeah, I wasn't counting. That's my bad. All right. So she's got to be 10 on this side. Hope you guys are doing well. Remember the things. Don't get all caught up in your kick, but where your arms? Are your arms tucked in? Is your base leg bent? You know, all the little things that count. Are you looking down? You're looking forward? Yeah. Are you thinking about lunch, or you focusing on what you're doing? How many is that? 19. Goodness. It's going to kill you if you can't break 20. Last chance. Here we go. Going. Uh-oh, she's starting to lean back. Oh, no. All right. Very good. So, make sure you're right into this list. How many you did. All right. Cool. So, we've got 2 more things we want to work on. And that's going to be working again on sparring combinations. And then we're going to do a drill to make you get used to bounce around. And this is where that weight will come in later. So, 2 things left. Okay? Alrighty. So, sparring combinations. Okay? Hopefully you've watched our other videos. If you haven't, shame on you. Because everything's going to build. And I'm doing this on purpose, so that way if you're not watching the other videos, you have a feeling that you're kind of behind. Just like if you're missing classes, if we had regular classes here and you weren't coming, you knew, okay, I got to get back in it. So everything builds, and there's a reason for that. You know, 1, it makes you better, and 2, if you're being a little lazy at home, not doing these videos, then hopefully it makes you feel guilty, okay? And I know it takes motivation, okay? It's not the same as coming here, because once you're here, you have to work out. There's no distractions. You know, you can't watch TV, check your phone, that type of thing. But, you know, isn't that what's going to make you more successful in life anyway? You know, when you're out on your own, you know, you're going to have your own challenges, and you're going to have to motivate yourself. We can't follow you all the time and say, hey, come on, you can do it, go. It doesn't work that way. Of course, if you pay me enough money, once this virus is gone, I will follow you around and motivate you that way. But, so, everything builds. So, here we go, combinations. We worked on round kicks, we worked on multiple kicks. Hopefully you remember all those things. So now we want to put it together. So we're going to go back and kind of review. So first thing we did was a round kick, side kick combination. Okay, so go ahead and put your right leg in front, hands up in guard position. Okay, so when you pick that leg up, remember knee points. You go round kick, change, side kick. All right, and then we had a block in there. So you come through, low block, just like that. Okay, so round kick, side kick, then low block, and you're good. Alrighty? All right, here we go. So on the count, round, side, low block. Ready? 1. Round, side, low block. Good. What should be the fastest technique in this combination?
Okay.
All of them. They're all supposed to be fast. Why would you have a fast one kick and the other one be slow? Why would you have a slow block and a fast kick? That doesn't make sense. You know, if anything, your block should be the fastest because you're trying to protect yourself. All right, here we go. 2. Kick, kick, block. Good. 3. Kick, kick, block. Come on, fast. Go push it. 4. Kick, kick, block. Good. Some of you have benefit of training with like a brother or sister at home. Be faster than them. Push it. Here we go. 5. 1, 2, boom. Good. Last one. 6. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Fast, quick. Good. Change legs. You got your left leg in front. All right. Remember, round, side, low block. Ready? 1. Round, side, low. Good. 2. Round, side, low. And now keep those kicks belt level. That side kick would have been a strike. Don't think just because you're here, peccord, you get off easy. All right, here we go. Ready? 3. Round, side. There you go. 4. Round, side. Nice. Man, you're getting pretty fast over there. Good. 5. Round, side. Good. Excellent. All right, change legs. All right, what else do we work on? The hook kick, round kick combination. One of my personal favorites. All right? So this time we're going to change it up. You're going to block first, then you're going to go hook kick, round kick. All right? So you're going to do your outside block first, the windshield wiper. Then, remember your hook kick looks like a side kick, hooks through. So it comes this way, hooks through. Then, if it's pointed properly, all you got to do is straighten your leg for a round kick. Doesn't get much easier than that. Okay? And since it's Friday, you guys are advanced, we're going to put a bonus technique in there. Okay? So go with me. Outside block. Hook kick, round kick. Boom! Reverse punch, go for the point. Okay? Because remember, we're finishing up the competition cycle, so we're still thinking points. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, block. Hook, round, punch. Ooh, you got kind of slow there, Miss Petticoat. What happened? All right, here we go. I got her thinking now. If you were on this side, you could smell the brain working. You can hear it burning over there. All right, here we go. See, I knew it'd make her smile. All right, 2, block, hook round, punch. There we go. She's firing all cylinders now. 3, 1, 2, 3. Woo! You guys see that knee and all her chamber on that hook kick, round kick? See how everything is nice and straight and pointed? That's why it's going fast. All right, 5. Good. Here we go. Other side. Legs in front. All right, this is your last set of our combinations, and then the challenge drill with the weight. You'll like that one. All right, here we go. 1, block, hook, round, reverse. There you go. 2, block, hook, round, reverse. All right, and remember on that punch, extend it out there. It's kind of like it's coming right to you. Okay? You got to extend out for the point, thinking that someone's going to try to keep getting away from you. All right, here we go. 3. And 2 more. 4. And the last one. 5. There you go. Excellent. Good. Give yourself 2 claps. Alrighty. So, gotta have a challenge. We haven't done a challenge in a while. Alright, so go ahead and have a seat. Take a break. Alrighty. So you know we hadn't done it in a long time? Levitating. Okay? So, remember you got 2 ways. You make your fist, and you just rise your body up like that. Or if you want to make it harder, put your legs out in front. Just levitate. Or you can rock back and forth. I've been practicing. Alright, y'all ready? And go. I would levitate on your fist there, much better. You don't break your fingers. Right. I never said it was easy. Make sure you breathe there, Miss Petticoat. You're turning red. All right. So, now, if you can't levitate, you just got to practice. All right? And if you have a pool at home and you have the ladder and you use those bars for like dips, you can practice on that. Or you can take 2 chairs and bring them close together, and you put your hands and you basically stand up on the chairs with your hands and work on keeping your legs out. And if you can't keep your legs out, then you kind of do leg raises. So like if you're levitating, and you just kind of going out and back. My feet kind of getting away, hitting the floor. But that's how you practice that. And eventually you get to where you can hold them up there for a couple seconds and that type of thing. So that way when all this virus stuff goes away and you go to the beach, you can show if you're male, you can show your abs. If you're female, you can show that trim waistline. All that kind of good stuff. So, now we got that. Which fun part? Go get your weight or whatever you got that's heavy. Miss Petticoat has the privilege of having a 15-pound slam ball. Her sister wanted me to give you the 25-pound, but you'll know in a minute. You'll change your mind. All right. Now, when we bounce around in sparring, you should be more on the balls of your feet, because it gives you that spring, okay? If you bounce on your heels, you look like this. You're just like a slow weight, which means you don't have much bounce to you. Now, when you do bounce, okay, you don't bounce forward and back because someone just times your rhythm, and then they know exactly when you're going to strike, and you give it away. So when you're bouncing, it's really just kind of a relaxed motion that you can change directions. So it's easy to react, and you keep your feet fairly close together so you can kick and slide and do all those things when you need to, okay? Now, the life lesson that we're going to talk about as we end today is you got to do more than what you want to get the result. And you'll see what I mean in just a second. So go ahead and stand up. Got your weight there, okay? Now, obviously you can't keep your hands up when you got a big heavy weight, but don't worry about it. And now what you're going to do with that weight is you're just going to bounce around kind of like I did in your area, forward, back, sideways, round step, that type of thing, okay? And go. Start hopping there. Nice and light there. Keep your feet kind of close together. There you go. No real pattern. You just light on your feet. Those of you who might know who Muhammad Ali was, one of the greatest boxers, very fast and light on his feet. Even trained with Bruce Lee a little bit. There you go. Go ahead and change legs. Bounce again there. There you go. Looking good. Remember, don't look down. No reason to look down unless you're going to step in a pit or there's a snake in front of you. But that means you're in the wrong spot in the first place. There you go, bouncing. All right, go ahead and change legs again. All right, this time you're still bouncing, but now periodically you'll throw some kicks out there. Okay, still holding your weight. Don't put your weight down. Okay, don't worry about keeping your hands up. All right, ready, go. So bounce around there. You got your round kicks, you got your hook kick rounds, your round kick, side kick, you know, all that kind of stuff we practice. There you go. How you doing over there?
Good.
Good. Kind of stay this way. You're kind of floating off the camera there a little bit. There you go. Change legs. Other leg in front. Same thing. Bounce around. You're moving a little slower on us there. There you go. Good. A few more seconds. Working different kicks. There you go. All right. And stop. Good. I'll take that. Thank you. Alrighty. So now you got rid of your weight. Left leg's back in front, right leg for you guys. Alright, so now what I want you to do is bounce around and throw those same kicks like you're moving and sparring, and I want you to feel how light you are. I mean, you'll feel almost like you're floating, okay? And go. Put in there. You feel light now?
Yes, sir.
Good. So you move around, same thing, working your kicks, your punches, your blocks, all those things that we talked about earlier, those combinations. And you should be really super light on your feet. Change legs, other legs in front, floating there. Remember, keep your feet close together while you're moving, because if you don't have your feet close, you're going to be making these big hops, which is going to give away your movement. There you go. All right, and stop. Excellent job. Give yourself 2 claps. Alrighty, good. So you can take a break there and have a seat and stretch and catch your breath. All right, so getting back to our lesson that we wanted to finish with, okay? Now, if you just bounced around and did those movements without ever doing your weight exercise that I just gave you, you're probably not going to have that real light feeling, or it's going to take a lot longer because you just don't really feel it. It's a skill, it's something you have to learn to do to get where you just feel relaxed, but you can still throw things with speed and power. And so what we have to do is you have to do more than what you planned to get the result that you want, meaning you got to bounce around with that big heavy weight and feel what it's like to be heavy, and then you take it off, okay? We've had students come to class with ankle weights before, you know, they get used to throwing those kicks and their kicks are heavy and then they take them off and they feel super light, or they make these things you can put around your ankles and they have rubber between them, so it's like a band and you try to pick your leg up and kick with them, and it's really hard, and then you take it off and your legs feel super light, okay? So you have that too. And so my point is whatever you want to get better at or achieve, you're always going to have to do probably double to triple of the amount of work to get that result instead of what you think, okay? For example, if we wanted to have, 10 new martial art members in a month, okay? If our goal is 10, most likely we're probably going to get 8, because you don't always hit your goal. That's just the way life is, okay? But if we said we wanted 20 new martial art members to come join our family, all right, we probably wouldn't hit 20, but we'd probably have a good chance of maybe hitting 15. And so by raising our number, you end up raising your success. And that's something you got to think about with other things you do. If you want to get stronger, you want to get in better shape, maybe it's something, job performance, maybe it's better eating habits. You always have to do more than what you plan to get the result that you want, okay? Now, does that kind of suck? Yeah, I guess in some ways it does. We all want stuff to be easy. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works, I guess if things were easy, everyone would have everything they wanted and, life would just be magical, but that's kind of a fairy tale. So keep that in mind, whether it's going for, your black belt or your next black belt, whoever thought we would have a virus come up and have to do virtual classes, okay? But now we're going to see who the true dedicated students are, and it's not dedicated to Tiger Rock, it's dedicated to yourself about what you're willing to do to keep up your training and get closer to earning your black belt or your next level black belt, or if that July tournament, our world tournaments, still goes on, what are you doing to get ready for that one? You do it now. You don't wait and just say, well, I'll do it the month before. It doesn't work that way. Or even our November tournament. I know that I'm pretty confident we'll be back to normal by then. Otherwise, we'll probably all go crazy. So keep that in mind, all right? Now, it doesn't make it easier. It doesn't make things, simpler, but at least the expectations to get the results you want, and that way it's not so much of a shock, and that goes a long way, because, disappointment and having things not work out the way you want, it makes it rough. It really wears down on the brain, but if you go in prepared that, hey, there are going to be challenges, things are going to come up, it roughly takes 2.5 years to become a black belt from the day you start. If you think nothing's going to get in the way of that, then you're fooling yourself. You got to understand, things get in the way of our path all the time. It's just, sometimes you have to go this way instead of straight, or take a different turn. So, have an excellent weekend. If you didn't get a chance to watch this video, we'll post them on YouTube. So they'll be on YouTube for you guys on Tiger Rock Martial Arts of Tallahassee. We'll have lessons again on Monday. We'll tell you about the virtual testing opportunities. I was hoping to tell you this week. I'll probably get out over the weekend, so you know how that works. So that'll be really cool, so you won't have to miss that opportunity. And then also, remember, Tuesdays and Thursdays right now are virtual private lessons day. And there's a lot of you who still hadn't done one yet, and we're missing you. We want to see your scary looking face on the video there. So make sure you get yourself set up for those. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on the virtual mat next week.